Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode Farming Simulator 25. This is Wolf. And today is the day. Today is the day. Version 1.8 released. I have absolutely zero idea what 1.8 fixed or didn't fix or added or didn't add. What I do know though is there is a free well, there's a free mod, I guess it's a mod called Precision Farming. If you followed the channel before, we have always used Precision Farming, and I have it loaded back up on this map to begin using it again. Oh, also, I think we bought this planter. And I don't know if you guys saw it or not. I brought it back from the store. It is loaded up and ready to go. And I think first things first, we need to get a grass field going because we want to get hay slash grass for cows. So I did finish plowing this field over here. I think this is going to be our grass field. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner, it says Precision Farming, Soil, No Data Found. So let's go in here and take a look. I know I'm going to have to get a lime spreader. Precision Farming. I think it's here. Yes. Okay. So it's at the end. So it added this, if you remember in the past, it added this environmental score. We've really not done anything yet with regard to this. So everything's just at a mid 50. We're in this field here. Now, one of the things... Oh, no. We're in this field here. Sorry, my bad. This is our pasture field. One of the things with precision farming is you have to get the soil information. Now you can do it one of two ways. You can either just buy it, or you can purchase a little piece of equipment. You can drive around on your fields and you can do soil sampling by yourself on your own. I think, just for simplicity's sake, at least for the time being, I'm just going to go ahead and buy this. Let's take a look. Where is that? It might be under miscellaneous, maybe. Yes. So here it is. This is the Icaria Precision Farming Soil Sampler for $17,000. You can buy that. It's supposed to register the fertilizer and then only apply a certain amount. We have never used this in the past. I have no idea whether or not they've actually fixed it or whether it's still worthless. But if we think about it, I can just go in here to this field that we're on and I can purchase this soil sample. So basically hiring somebody to sample our soil for us for $875. Why would I spend $75,000 and spend that time doing that? $17,000? Yeah. I'm spending that time doing that when I can just buy it. So I'm just going to buy it. Okay, so now what that does is that tells us the type of soil that we have. And it also, when we're looking at the field, it's going to tell us the loamy sand is here. Interestingly, though, it's not telling me anything about lime. pH is bad there. Okay. Oh, pH. Oh, sorry, it is telling me that. It's telling me that it's good. So really, probably the best thing we should be doing is we should be looking at buying, and I'm sure there's not going to be anything here. We should be looking at buying a lime spreader. Where are we at? Probably looking right at it. I'm looking right past it. That's the way that works. Forestry, miscellaneous animals, grapes, special vegetables, root crops, baling, grassland, combine. Oh, right here. Yield improvement. So we're looking for something you can just basically do lime primarily. And you wish it had a large quantity of lime. This is really expensive. 18 meters is up to 30 meters. 42 meters, but that's fertilizer only. Fertilizer only, fertilizer only, fertilizer only. So right now, this is about our only option. 9,000 liters. I do not know how much I'm going to need. And this is currently covering 24 meters. Spreading discs are 30 meters for $8,000. 53,000. 11,000. 14,000. See, that's not too bad to get the big one. We're going to have it. There's just no other way around it. So let's just go ahead and buy that. All right. And while we're here, as much as I hate to say it, the other thing that we're going to have is one of these. This is going to go up by 32. So it used to be 30,000, I think. Now it went up to 33,000. Seed spot spraying. If you don't know what that is, basically what happens is you're spraying for weeds. And this will only spray where there are weeds. It will not spray where weeds do not exist. So this boosts your environmental score. Pulse width modulation. That is something new. I don't know what that means. It's very expensive. Pulse width modulation enables the sprayer to control each individual nozzle separately. This enables uniform application regardless of speed and cornering. But what does it do for me? Does it give me anything? Does it make the yield better for $17,000? This is a major investment for the farm. All right, well, it's new. We're going to do it. Oh my goodness. There it goes. Gone. Okay. All right. Holy cowabunga. Did I disconnect? Nope, disconnect that. Do I remember how to get to the store? Probably not. Like the map, don't like the driveway. Okay, sorry about that. Store's up there. We're gonna hang a right and make a left. Today would not be the optimal day to be spreading lime. We're probably gonna do it anyways, though. Want to get the grass seed in the ground? Get that starting to grow. The other thing we need is a forage wagon. Oh, okay, so look at that. Okay, so what you're seeing on the right-hand side, you see those tracks through the field? That's one of the new things that came with precision farming. Basically those, I can't remember what they call them, but those are rows through the field where you can spray, and it's a more real-to-life situation. Like if you're spraying, I'm gonna go on the wrong side of the roundabout. If you're spraying for weeds in the real world, you're going to be driving over your crop. So there are tracks, if you ever see in a normal farm field situation where somebody has gone through and had to spread herbicide or fertilizer after the fact or something like that, once the crop has come up, there are these rows of basically just beaten down crop where the tractor's tires go and where the implement you're pulling goes. So they have incorporated that into precision farming this year, and you can actually set that on your I believe you can set it on your implement. Hold on one second, be right back. All right, I'm back. It started raining and the dog was laying outside, so I had to go get her. I don't know where I was. I was talking about these rows that they put in the fields now. I don't like it, personally. So I'm probably not going to use that feature. But they are there for a little bit of added realism. Some of the purists will probably elect to use that. I really wish there was a better way into this farm. I may be cutting down some trees and shrubs. This was the original road. I really wish I could get rid of the fence. But I cannot do that. Alright, so we are going to have to load up. Line. Shouldn't be too expensive. So you can also see on the tires here, and on the equipment, the water that's appearing. Everything looks wet because of the rain. So that is something new. In Farming Simulator, am I going to make it by? Nope. Alright, so you can see it's the top left-hand corner of the screen now. This is part of precision farming. No values detected. Because I'm not in the field yet, I guess. So we will just turn that on and spread some line. Now, if this is working the way it worked before, it's only going to spread the amount of lime that it needs. To get up to a perfect application. Wow, I'm feeling like this is really muddy, which you would expect it to be. These are kind of tight fields here. It makes for turning a little bit difficult. And then you get lost because you can't see. Because of the trees along the edge of the field. I don't know if we quite reached that very corner there, but precision farming, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Wow. I hate to say it, but this tractor may be lacking some horsepower. To do this job adequately, to do our jobs on these hills adequately. I kind of figured early on that that was going to be an issue. It is a rather hilly property or map. Now, if this is like it was before also, it should shut off. But it didn't. I wonder if automatic... Deactivate automatic application rate. So it looked like the automatic application rate was active. So that was a little bit surprising. Like if I turn, it should not actually spread lime. That may not be working. Because we should be... Yeah, and I don't know why it says... There may be some glitches on this. Because depending upon the place... See, there's perfect. Normally in the past... Hard to see it because of the color of the soil. But in the bottom, looking at the bottom right hand corner, pH value is perfect. Now, if I go somewhere else, see, it just says good there. And normally what was occurring with precision farming was there's another, it says good. It's over, it has too much pH. Normally that was never a thing. Like it would literally put down the exact perfect amount. And it makes me wonder if that sensor that I showed you is maybe something that they've actually got working and will be a requirement to get your pH into your fertilizer 100% perfect. That is very interesting. So we'll see what happens when we go to plant. These trees drive me nuts. I like the trees. I don't like them in front of my camera. This may struggle. This tractor may struggle. Pull this planter. We have this set to wheat, and we certainly do not want wheat. Let's get our grass set here before we start planting something we don't want to plant. Alright, we got drop one on the ground. Still raining. Sorry, whoever field I just drove through. Now this, again, this should be putting down the exact amount of nitrogen that we need for this grass field, and it should only need fertilizer once. Get down here to the corner of the field here. It'll be interesting to see how we make it up this hill here. Not terrible, but not great. And I am rusty on the driving. Holy cow. Very, very rusty. Think about I guess it doesn't really matter. It just is a matter of how it looks. But you certainly get those tire tracks. That ground deformation is very, very prevalent. As it should be. But something to get used to in terms of just the look of how things are. Very different. You're certainly going to leave indentations in your field. I feel like my steering is off here. I wonder if I've lost my dead zone in my steering wheel. I usually have it set to like 0 or 1.1 or 1 or whatever it is, but it doesn't feel like that. I feel like I'm turning the wheel a lot. And sometimes it just turns like crazy. This has been one of those very, very sunny kinds of rains. Looks like I missed a spot back there I'll have to pick up. Hardly taking any grass seed at all. I suppose that's correct. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if you guys are picking it up, but I'm hearing the thunder in the background as well. I don't know how this field will do. I'm not looking to necessarily have a whole bunch of cows. So I don't know how this will do in terms of creating enough hay for us to feed our cows. And that is one big bump right there. Holy cow. Speaking of cows, holy cow. I know there were a lot of people that were big fans and just thought how amazing the ground deformation thing was. I guess it's kind of cool, but there's nothing just like the look of a perfect field, no tracks. I gotta go up here and get this little section. Here. I don't think it works this way, but this rain would certainly give this grass seed a jump. We have hardly used any grass seed at all. Grab that little section right there. Or fertilizer for that matter. But this is the first crop that we put in the ground on this farm. I feel like I need to go up here too because I'm anal. And there's a little splotch up here in the corner that I missed. Dang it. And I'm just keeping what is this, a planter? Seeder? On, because when I do that, it at least, you know, cultivates in my tire tracks. For kind of a nice finished look in the field. It's not using any seed or any fertilizer as I do this, so it's not like it's costing me anything. I mean, maybe a little bit of fertilizer is going down, which it should not be. This is another one of those things, like this is a precision farming situation. Okay. Hold her up. Come on. It should not be using additional fertilizer. It should read it that there's enough and then not put any down. So I don't know for sure what might be going on there. I feel like there might be something going on there. Because if we get, let's go take a look here. Run out here in the rain. You can also look on the map, which we will do, but just out of curiosity. Alright, so it's looking like nitrogen is perfect. pH is goodish. Just look at that. That looks so wet looking across there. I do not make tracks, do I? I don't make tracks. No people tracks. That'll be next Farming Simulator 27. Farming Simulator 27, your boots will get dirty. Mark it down. I'm telling you right here, right now. That's going to be it. And everybody's going to be, oh my goodness. When you walk in the field with your feet, you are going to see tracks. And when you go in your house with your boots on, it's going to make your floors dirty. That, I mean, I'm just telling you what's going to happen. Let's look at the map. Environmental score went up by 2. This field, and normally, yeah. So if you go here, tillage, I don't know why that is only, oh no, bottom is tillage, soil sampling. So tillage, soil sampling, good. Weed control, pH, and nitrogen. Now, it used to be that you didn't get a nitrogen score until after you harvested your product. That could still be the case. pH, I am not sure. I am not sure about pH. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Here's the other thing that happened we'll go up and get our sprayer. Farming Simulator 22 was to get your score up for weed control. I'm driving around in circles. To get your score up for weed control, all you had to do, if you didn't have any weeds in the field, precision farming wouldn't register that you did weed control, even if there was no weeds in there. So if you plowed your field, it would not get weeds in the first year. That's still the same. And then you would still have only a 50% on weed control unless you drove into your field with your sprayer, turned your sprayer on, turned it back off again, And then it would register that there was 100% weed control. So we will test that and see if that is still the case. I have a hunch that maybe it is. But we shall find out together. Yeah, and we're gonna have to figure out about this whole money situation. I don't know what all we're gonna need. I want to get cows very, very soon. I feel like just to get them started, I feel like buying like 6 cows and then just buying food for them to get them started, kind of like we did with the chickens. Is there going to be a moneymaker for us? I think they could have, when they built this map, they should have created a landing zone for the equipment that was set back against the back of the parking lot. Why didn't they back this up right to the edge of the pavement? Give you more room to turn around. You know what I'm saying? You feel me on that, bro? Alright, so let's get this back. We'll fill this up with herbicide. We'll take it over and make more muddy tracks in our field. Should have my flashers on. And we'll test our theory once again, if that is the case. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. I'm okay. If it is, you know, if that is the case, I mean, it's kind of janky that you have to do that. But I'm not a purist player anyways, so yeah, not a big deal for me. Some people, I don't think, liked it very much. They thought it was just silly and fake. And it is, but it is a game, right? So let's just, you know, herbicide. This will be pricier. But we also won't use hardly any of it. I got my straw sitting over there getting wet. I think I downloaded, I was going to just go the forage wagon route, if you recall. And I think I did download the Targus mod pack. That has, I know, like unrealistic kind of. I'm just going to pull up here. See if I can. Spread this open without hitting something. Am I going to hit that tree? I am. But. So we turn it on. Turn it off. Interesting. Weed control is the third one down. It did not change. Now maybe it didn't register because my tractor wasn't in the field. That is interesting. It is not. Sprayer's turned on. It didn't use a drop, and okay, well, we'll have to see how that works out. Not 100% on that. This is one of the things we're testing here. So that could be such that it no longer works as it worked in the last version of Farming Simulator. It may be required. So here's a question. Glad you asked. I do have a field. That's growing. That one's already harvested. Where's my... This one we need to plow up. This one? So if I buy a little more expensive. What it's not telling me, which I don't understand, I never remember, soil sampling is the only thing 100%. So like if I go, let's just visit it. That would be the smart thing to do there, Wolf. Oh, tram lines. That's what I was talking about, the tram lines. Interesting. Where is the visit field option? Okay, so you have to be off of precision farming. And weeds are growing. So can we did I ever create a... Do I have a workshop? How do I know if I have a workshop? need a workshop. Do I have a workshop? Did I have a workshop when I bought this? Thought maybe I did. That's just an empty shed I can't get rid of. Silo. Is this my workshop here? Can I? I can. Customize. Please tell me. Please, 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 please. Narrows, but I have to get a different kind. Dang. Narrows. $1,000. Okay. Well, we're gonna do that. Customize. Okay. All right. We're gonna see if we can find our other field. I have narrows on the sprayer. What I do not have, however, because I didn't really think I was ever going to need it, but I do need it. And I guess I should have thought about that, because I'm going to need it for potentially doing contracts, and then also for when I buy fields, is a fertilizer spreader. Spreader. And I got a freaking license plate on the back of my tractor. Where am I going? I don't know my way around at all. So we're going down here. So if I just hang a right, can I just go down along here? Okay, tell me no crop destruction, right? And this is my field, right? Yes. So this should definitely, goodness gracious, this is going to be hard. This should be getting rid of weeds. And it's not doing anything. Like, why? Why are you not working? Like, I'm gonna have to do some research on this because this should be spraying. It's running. But it's not doing anything. Absolutely nothing whatsoever. And the field says it has weeds growing. Okay, well. We may have some problems. Like, when I look at this, I do not see weeds in the field. Like, at all. But if I look at this... What happened? That's interesting. Oh, there it is. Okay. Soil type, pH, bad. Nitrogen, bad. Yield. Shows nothing. But if you look here, if you look in the, if you can see that, in the bottom right hand screen, farmland 120 owned by you, crop sorghum, growth growing, 4 out of 5, growth stage, weed growing, and herbicide. So you cannot get this to work. I'll be watching some other people too to see if they're running into the same situation as I. Because this is not working. I'm just throwing good money after bad here. I do own this field too. I was going to plow it under, but do I see weeds in this field? I do not. Why the hell don't I not? I don't... Like, why the hell don't I see seeds anywhere? Or weeds anywhere? That's my question. Looks like there should be weeds, bro. You feel me? Well, we're gonna put this away for now. Alright, so now I freaking want to buy something else to see if it works. Doggone it. Spending all my money, man. $4,200, $3,200, 42, 42. Do I care about decals? No. Okay, just save a second. Just to save us a second. I'm just going to reset our tractor. We're testing. Everybody relax. Oops. Dang nabbit. Okay. That sorghum field says it needs fertilizer. And lime. But my lime spreader is not... narrow tires. So for the time being, I'm not going to worry about that because I don't know what's working and what isn't working. So one of the procedures from FS22, and again we're learning precision farming here all over again, but one of the procedures in FS22 when you were using precision farming was that you would buy a field, you would do the soil sampling one way or the other, buy it or do it, then you would go in and if you could, you would spread your fertilizer. We're just going to go down this way. Spread your lime, run your weeder. If there's no weeds, you'd still run your weeder in the field. Oh, you're a bonehead. You don't have... You don't have any fertilizer in here. Just gonna try to make a different... Oh, I know where we can go. Yeah, so you would do all those things, and it would automatically just immediately boost up your... Where am I going? Yeah, I'm going the right spot. It would immediately boost up your yield. So that's what you would want to do as a practice, you know, SOP. This is going to be pricey, too. But again, if you look at this, up at the top, deactivate automatic application rate. Activate automatic application rate. What does that mean? So this should be automatic application. Oh my goodness, my plow is here. Sorry, buddy. I was getting ready to plow in this sugar beet field. Okay, so we should be applying. It's definitely applying. It's interesting though, like it doesn't, I never understood the flag thing. It's on the left-hand side of the screen. Like I never fully comprehended how that worked because, I don't know, maybe the left-hand bar is basically where it's at, and then the flag means that you've reached your goal, victory. So if you look straight ahead, that those are the tram lines over there. If you were doing this the way they are intending you to do it, you would have tram lines in this field, and you would be following the tram lines in order to spread your fertilizer. So you would need to, you know, I guess the interesting thing is, if you have a 42 meter fertilizer spreader, but you have a 28 meter sprayer, herbicide sprayer, well, like what do you do? What do you do with that? How do you do? How you know, how does that work? I'm completely guessing because I cannot tell at all where the fertilizer has been applied. But, you know, one of the things about precision farming is it shouldn't matter. If it doesn't need it, it should shut off. But you see how it says no values detected? I'm really starting to wonder if they fixed this thing, because at no point did that shut off. Now, even though it says nitrogen's good, it's not perfect. And it's not sensing nitrogen. That's the issue. I think that, and I could potentially be over fertilizing. I should be over fertilizing. It's using fertilizer, but you notice how that little flag has gone away now? So it's using up fertilizer, but maybe it's not actually being applied to the field. I don't know what's happening. More research is required. Or maybe, which wasn't something that was working in the past, maybe beacons. Yeah, there used to be in some of the, is this the biggest? 7240, 7210, 7250. Oh yeah, I got the 7250. So I got the bigger horsepower. Okay. There used to be a little add-on where you would add on this little, it's like a little beacon or something, and it would register the field. It was like a little GPS thing, a sensor. It was sensing somehow magically and mysteriously, it was censoring pH and nitrogen and doing all that happy stuff. But this is not working. Okay, so yeah, we're going to leave it here though for this episode. I'm going to have to do some research on this, try to figure out what's going on. Something's not working right with precision farming. We got it. We know what our soil samples tell us. We know what type of soil we have. It doesn't look as though the automated features are working in terms of getting to that perfect lime application or that perfect fertilizer application. And like I said, in the past, that was under miscellaneous, and I'll probably buy this and test it off screen, but in the past, you had to have this. Interesting. You can put weights on it. This is a sensor. It would read what's in the field somehow magically and mysteriously, and then it would set the application for your lime and fertilizer to match. And maybe they got this working. So maybe this is required. We'll find out. Come back for the next episode. I'm not sure when it's going to be, but come back for the next one and we'll see if that's working. And if this is the case, or if I've learned anything whatsoever, that's probably, that'll probably be what happens. Okay. Thanks everybody for watching. To catch you next time right here. Farming Simulator 2025. We'll see you. Bye-bye.